Receiving with gratitude and reflecting abundance. The idea of abundance is that what you focus on is what you get more of. So in this case, when we're talking about it with relationships, the more you focus on the great things about your partner, the greater he will get. So you focus on what you want more of. The universe is set on a level of abundance for everyone. And that means if you focus on debt and you focus on the arguments you have with your husband, the frustrating things that the kids did today, how messy your house is, the bills that you've got to pay, and all the things that are going wrong and breaking, you're going to have more of those things. But if you can spend your daily thoughts and energy and speak in a more abundant way, focusing on the positives, then you start focusing on how grateful you are for your spouse, how grateful you are for your children, what an amazing life you have, what a great amount of money, that you have more than enough money than you need. You start focusing on these things a little by little, and the universe will answer with an abundance of these amazing positive things in your life. So one way to start this with the relationships is to focus on a spouse gratitude journal. So you can write down 3 things a day is what I try to do. 3 things that my husband did specifically that day, or something that I'm really thankful for. I like to say it in my prayers at night and just thank Heavenly Father for the amazing husband that I have. Maybe specifically that day he was thoughtful and ran a bath for me. Maybe he made sure that the dishes were done. Some days it might be hard, right? And you're like, I can't think of anything positive that my husband has done. But did he go to work for your family that day? Did he give you a compliment that day? Was he kind to the children? Try to find something that you like, and you might have to be a little creative in the beginning, but think about something that you were grateful for that day about your husband specifically. Here's some examples on the page. My husband works hard every day. My husband is faithful. My husband thinks I'm beautiful. Those are all things to be grateful for. And the more you'll start focusing on the little things that you can think of, the more he will become that. Tell him what he's doing right is the next step. A lot of times we're really easy to tell our husbands what they're doing wrong. And we have seen in the past that's not helpful, and it doesn't create intimacy in the relationship. So find the things that he is doing right and be grateful for them. Point them out to him. You're always so willing to help people. You're such a great provider. That one's huge, right? In that Restore Respect unit, we learned how important it is for men to feel like a good provider. I'm so glad that you chose me. The last one is being able to turn criticism into compliments. So maybe your husband drinks a lot of Dr. Pepper, and you just think that he drinks too much of it. And you're tired of buying it. You're tired of picking up the bottles. You think it's bad for his teeth. You think it's too much sugar, and you don't like that he does that. The more you focus on how much Dr. Pepper he drinks, the more he's going to want to drink. That's just human nature. The more you point it out to him, the more he's going to do it. But if you could say something like, I noticed that you drink a lot less Dr. Pepper this week. That's awesome. Something not even about the specific drinking of it, but like, I really appreciate how well you take care of your body. I know that you're a great provider and that you focus on your health so that you can always take care of us. Something like that. Thanks for picking up the groceries today. I love seeing you play with the kids. You're a really generous person. Those are all things that could be criticisms turned into a compliment that they can then live up to. And they don't have to be great at playing with the kids right now, but compliment him on that, and then he'll want to live up to that expectation that you have for him. So your thoughts and words are a powerful tool for manifesting what you want more of in your life. Like I said in the beginning, the more you focus just the minute by minute thoughts in your brain, you'll catch yourself this week thinking like, oh, I've got to pay that bill. Oh, I've got to do that other thing. Focus instead on the positive things. Like, I am so grateful that we got that extra shift at work. I am so grateful that the washer and dryer works so they don't have to replace anything this week. That is just amazing that we have that. I'm so grateful for these things. Try to change your thoughts into the grateful things, and you'll start to see more great things come to you. One example that I thought of while I was putting this together was my birthday this year. So my husband is very generous, very kind. He tries to give me gifts all the time when I wasn't always the best at receiving them, and I'm trying to get better. But he went above and beyond for my birthday this year because I've been practicing these things. I've been practicing the respect. I had been practicing receiving from him, saying thank you, make sure I was really grateful for everything that he gave me, practicing all these skills that we're teaching you. And let me just tell you, it was beyond. It was such a pinch me moment birthday. It started in the morning. He made sure it wasn't too early too. He's like, "It's 10 o'clock too early?" I'm like, "No, that's great, thanks." And I got to go get a pedicure. And then after that, I went to lunch with my sister, and he had a babysitter set up for her kids. It was like beyond. And then we went to lunch together and had plenty of time for that. Then there was a manicure and then a massage, and he met me at the massage and got a massage for him as well. It was like, win-win. And then he took me out to dinner that night. Like, it was just one thing after another of like pure pampering for me. And I would have never done that for myself. And I could have been a bad receiver and rejected some of those gifts, like, "This is too expensive. I didn't want you to do all this. I really didn't want that manicure. I really didn't want," right? We would say that. But it was so kind of him. I made sure that I went above and beyond to tell him how much it meant to me that he had set up all those appointments, because he knows I don't like setting up appointments, and how awesome it was that there was just one thing after another. The whole day was perfect, and I was so grateful and received with gratitude. And he loved giving that gift to me. He was happy and I was happy. But focusing on what you want more of has been such a game changer for me this year, not only in just my relationship with my husband, but in life in general. I try really hard to focus my energy throughout the day on the good things that I do have and what I want more of. So if I catch myself thinking about the lack of something, or, "Oh, I wish I had this," or, "I wish this was different," what do I want? And then I think about that. I ask Heavenly Father for that. I am grateful. Sometimes I'll just say, like, "I am so grateful for this thing that you're going to give me, because I know that it's going to happen. I have faith that it's going to happen. It's a good thing for us. And I know that it will happen in its right time." So give it a try this week. See how the spouse gratitude journal goes. I think that could be huge if you're having a real trouble in your relationship right now, is really try to think of 3 things that you're genuinely grateful for him today. And it will make a huge difference in your relationships. Hope you have fun practicing these abundance skills.